Hello everybody and good morning. I am back at Lake Redmond today, all by myself. The official name of the park is William H. Kain Park, comprised of two lakes, Lake Redmond and Lake Williams. Howdy howdy. And I'm riding alone today. Nobody else was able to make it. So I'm going to put my life in danger and ride both Black Diamond level trails today, along with a couple other connecting trails. Not sure how many miles I'll get in. Should be entertaining either way. Lake Redmond has, or I should say the park itself has only two Black Diamond trails, both of which are on the Lake Redmond side. One is called the Goat Trail, and for the most part it isn't very life-threateningly Black Diamond. And the other part, the other trail, is what they call Darkside, and there is a reason it's called the Darkside, and you'll see some of that as we're going. So here's the lake. I'm up on the dam. This is the dam that they haven't torn down. It's the reservoir for York County. Right now they're keeping it low since they're doing all the dam work on the other side. It's a lovely day out, around 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. Humidity isn't terrible. Still packed a lot of extra water because the trails I'm doing are going to be difficult. Now, back in the old days, before they built the new pumping station, Trail 1 went off to the right and up a mile-long stone road that was pretty easy to deal with. Due to the expansion of York County and the number of homes serviced, the Parks Department, or I should say the water company, realized that sometimes in case of drought the reservoir just wasn't big enough. So they installed a giant pumping station that takes water from the mighty Susquehanna River and pumps it into the reservoir here. So we're just going to go around the gate here, and the new Trail 1 entrance is actually down here. You can access it from the road. I just wanted to see if that old section had been reopened after the pumping station was finished construction or not, and the answer is no. Now this here is Trail 1, and she's not an easy trail. High loose square level, mostly due to rocky uphills and the angle of ascent. I often climb this one in stages just because it'll get you awful winded as you're going up. Haven't exactly warmed up yet either. Pace will be rather slow today. It's going to be a good bit of mileage over some of the worst trails in York County. So can't afford to really wipe myself out going up the hills. This next section's a doozy. Actually, I haven't ridden this trail this year. A lot of the guys just end up looping Lake Williams or riding the goat trail and back. So this trail doesn't see much use unless you're heading to the Darkside. Ooh, that was close. Oh yeah, this trail is so much more fun in the other direction. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Quick pause here. Trail A. Trail 1 has an A section cut in a number of years back. That's off to the left there. And with the construction zone there cutting off a section of old trail, a new section of trail was cut in to replace it. But they waited until they got halfway up the hill to do it, so it's a little bit of a climb just to get there. An argument could possibly be made to reclassify this as Black Diamond. Don't know. This is the new section of trail, and we're going to be taking that up to the trailhead for the Darkside. Oh, I gotta grab a tree. I have a feeling I'm going to be hiking a good bit of the uphill on 7. Bug. Grab a tree and breathe. Oh boy, this keeps up. I might have to nix the idea of doing the dark side. Dab. Trail has definitely worn in a tad since the last time I rode it. All those roots were at ground level last time. Whew. A little overgrown, a lot of low hangers. Ah. Woo. And this is where we join up with the old section of Trail 1 that is no longer in use. As you can see, it was just a quad track, wide open, just a long, steady uphill all the way to the top. And it really was over a mile in length. It was a good warm-up though. Yeah. It's a good place to stop, catch my breath. Whew. It may not be technically difficult, but it is very good, long, slow chugging uphill. Ah, giddy, I can see the trailhead for 7. Gonna stop here, gonna eat a Cliff Bar, gonna prepare myself for the rigors of the trail, and then I'll get into it. All right, here at the top of 7, one of the most important things to remember heading into this trail is that this is the most dangerous trail in the park. It is important not to get too much speed up heading down this entrance trail, because it dead ends into a rocky creek that goes under a 5-foot high drainage tunnel under 4 lanes of highway. And the entrance is professional / expert level only. I will be walking, I can promise you that. I have seen guys do it, but you will never see me do it. Some of them guys are literally professional that I used to ride with, so goes right along with the saying that don't always try to keep up with the people you're riding with, because they may be well above your level, which is why I only lead rides that are at your own pace, casual rides. I don't want somebody trying to keep up with me and getting hurt, and I don't want to try keeping up with somebody better than me and hurting myself. So in we go. They did recently weed whack down here. Ha ha ha, moving air is so nice and cool. So hopefully the whole trail looks as good as this, because this trail can get rather nasty in the springtime. Well, you can definitely hear the highway. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go riding off into that, kids. Always remember, if the rocks are wet, they're slippery, I bet. Like I said, I have seen guys who can ride this. They are insanely skilled, or just insane, whichever one you want to take that to mean. Mountain bike shoes are not exactly the grippiest, so getting proper footholds and using the bike's brakes as an anchor come in awful handy when traversing dangerous territory like this. Oh, and another thing to remember if you're going to do this trail, don't be afraid to get your feet wet. It's going to happen. So, here we have the drainage tunnel. As you can see, it's a couple 100 feet long and not very high. Theoretically, if you lay down on your handlebars and do it right, you can ride through the tunnel, but the tunnel entrance is into water too deep to ride through. So you always have to make sure you stop before you hit the end. I'm going to cut the camera because it's going to take me a while to duck walk all the way down there. See y'all in a few. Okay, I've exited the tunnel. As you can see, straight down here the water is a bit deep. There is a channel. You can ride out of it now. Looks like somebody put some extra rock in. It'd be slippery as all heck, and you'd have to do it just right. Coming up out of that tunnel though, I'd be awful nervous to try it. Please note that riding this trail at times when there has been recently heavy rains is not recommended, as that tunnel can fill up with water awful quick. Always check the weather before you attempt this trail, just in case that there is a storm heading that way that could dump a lot of rainfall on you. And yes, there is water running out of my mountain bike shoes, which honestly, that water is ice cold and feels really good right now. So we're just going to get back up onto the trail here. Now the lower creek trail is rocky, rooty, slippery, wet, muddy, every other synonym you can think of for being sloppy. Be prepared. Clip out for safety. Very narrow creek bed right there off the side. Oop, wet root, clip out the other side. This is the kind of trail where you really want to be able to get in and out of your cleats well, where you're going to end up laying it down hard. Normally I make this creek crossing. Today, not so much. It has been quite a while since I've done this trail. Forgot that I had to turn there. All right. This is the split for 7 or 7A. 7A is good, a little tacky, got some fun stuff on it. Adds a little bit more climbing to your uphill. If you want to add some extra miles, you can definitely turn to the left there. Last time I did that trail, it was so overgrown with rose bushes, I came back, looked like I'd been whipped half to death. Fun fact about the tunnel, my miniature horse, whom I hike with on occasion, has a whinny that is the resonant frequency of that tunnel. So if her and I are in that tunnel, which we have done, and she whinnies, and the tunnel hums for a couple seconds afterwards. It's a interesting sound and a rather interesting experience. Oh boy, this is super sloppy, wet, muddy. Yay, Maxis Minion DHRs. Time to downshift. Granny time. Very wet roots. Even in dry weather, that trail is a little wet and sloppy. It's I think one of the reasons why we ended up putting in that 7A section is it bypasses that. Definitely got something scraping on my rotors there from all that mud. Ah, son of a pup. Get back into gear. Damn stick. All right, guys, I love you when you weed eat, but for the love of God, kick the stuff you cut down off the trail. Now, for being a black diamond, this trail does have some long sections that are only in the intermediate category, but the places that it is not, it really is not. Well, we were under the highway, and now we're back higher than the highway. And at the peak of this trail, it's over 100 feet higher than the highway. Basically, this trail goes up, down, and then out. So, a lot of climbing and descending. There are a few level sections. This is where we join back up with 7A, back to the left there. You do have to watch this trail for penalty of failure issues. As you saw there, the right side of the trail dropped off into a void. We are now well above the highway and still climbing. This climb here really isn't that bad. And trail 1 kicked my butt for some reason today. Lack of sleep maybe yesterday. This is one of those penalty for failure areas. Thankfully the trail's not too bad up here, but if you fall off the right side of the trail here, it is a very long way down to the pavement of the interstate. So you really don't want to go down there. Gonna stop here to reset the camera real quick. It's a good downhill section coming up. Okay. Now this downhill section, kind of rooty at the top and kind of rocky in other places. Some of those rocks are pretty abysmal, so do watch your butt. Now we're level with the highway and still going down. Woo! There's that penalty for failure I mentioned. It's got a little bit too far off the right. Dabbed out. See if I can even get back in. Ooh, ooh. I am not in. Now I am. Nope. Now I'm not. Woo! That there was mostly just me blowing the descent, not having the speed. That is a real nasty little section of rock back there, as you can see. Low-lying areas here, got some sizable cobble. None of it should give you trouble if you're adequately skilled for the trail. Hope I didn't bend my chain when I sucked up that dang twig. spun out on a root. Almost had it, guys. Now this next uphill, at least the next long uphill, I've never once made it up on the bike. I would really like to. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm going to. I just pause for a minute, catch my breath here. Okay, here we go. Just had a jogger pass me in the other direction. He's even more nuts than I am to be running this. Less chance of failing, I suppose. Oh, doggone it. Darn roots. I'm riding like crap today, guys. And that's not even the hard uphill. That is. Ain't no way. Nope. Too much loose stuff. Maybe on an e-bike, get a good spin going up into it. Take 5. Okay, next challenging section uphill. Okay, that was better. As you can see, we're once again well up over the highway. Grab a tree so you can see it better. New section. Got a trail marker, so we'll use it. Of course, this might actually be the old section. Oh no. There's the same place. Somebody probably just cut that cheater trail in. Oh boy. Oh crap. You know what? I'm not gonna even lie to myself. No way I'm going up that on the bike today. Look at that mess. Like I said, this section of trail, this trail in general, I've never once ridden clean, not once. You know it's bad when you're huffing and puffing walking up. Looks like a good place to stop and catch my breath. Oof. This here's a nasty techie section, so you got to be real careful. Go slow and keep watching for things that could throw you off the trail. Ooh. Woo! That was close to a nose over. That back wheel floated for a half second afterwards. Now that used to be so much worse. That hairpin used to have a 1 foot drop on the other side of it. So you got around the corner and immediately had to nose down a whole foot. We lost a couple guys off into the woods that way. It was at that point that they decided to cut a small reroute into it to ease the corner up a little bit. It was a good decision, really. Oh, so narrow, so much penalty for failure up the left. Woo. Hands getting cramps from holding the brakes. Ah, golly. Very overgrown down here. Whew. Fishing inlets. And out. One side stitch. May have to skip the goat trail today. Trail 7 and the route back may be enough. Oh, side stitch, ouch. And here we are at trail 6. Now I'm going to take a sit down and recovery break. See you guys in a few. Alright, after a generous rest break, a change of battery, lovely chat with some hikers that I'm about to pass when I head up the hill. I'm back on the roll here. Whew. Took a left turn and then a right. The uphill's a little bit more steep, but a tad shorter. Wow, they were hiking really fast. I hope they didn't take a wrong turn. That wouldn't be any fun. Now I'm a bit concerned that they did take a wrong turn. Oh boy, I tell you, ain't two-stage hopping that one. Oh, that is just at a really inconvenient height. Hello, demon spotted lanternfly. Hey, you can go this time. I ain't gonna chase you. I should have passed them a long time ago. Well, hopefully they turn back around, because that ends up out on the road in the wrong part of the area. You can't just walk back some pavement to get to the parking lot. Now Trail 6 for the most part here, it's quad track. It's mostly not severe or anything, but the lead-in trail to it is a completely different story. Will make for an exciting downhill. Coming the other direction, it's a very difficult uphill, kind of technical, very steep. Feels nice to be riding on some level ground for a change. Blow dry the sweat out my jersey here. And this is where we junction with the other section, Trail 6, that I could have come up. Oh, I forgot to tell them about that left turn right there. Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. That was my bad, guys. Right turn, then the left turn. Oh, I so could have two-staged that. Caught me by surprise. Ugh, looks like the bike club's done some maintenance up here. Hello. Whew. Oh, my next bike's gonna have a chain guide. And that's Trail 6. By itself, Trail 6 is not much fun. There's no easy way up to make a good session downhill out of it. Its only purpose really seems to be educational and to get to Trail 7. Or if you're a fisherman, you can go out there and fish one of the inlets. one of the better parking lots to launch a kayak at. A little picnic area for families and all. A lot of the times during the year there'll be a large flock of geese here. This here is your first bail point. Now if you wanted to continue the ride, cross the street, go around the other section of the lake over there. It's also Black Diamond Trail, that's Go Trail. Normally when people do the Go Trail, they don't do it in that direction. They usually go the other way around. I'll be honest with you guys, that trail done whooped my butt. So I think I'm gonna go back up the road here. It's about a mile to the nearest park entrance, pick up trail 3 and head back over to the parking lot there where my car is. I still got a couple miles to go, so still some footage, but I'm going to cut the camera out on the road just because, to be honest, nothing more boring than riding up the road unless you're a road biker. Alright, I've reached the inlet for the next trailhead here on the upside of the lake. This is the road I just came up there, and this little entrance here really isn't designed for bikes. Nobody's ever said anything to me about it. This actually leads into a little children's playground, so do be careful if you use it not to run over pedestrians. Otherwise, you could keep going up the road a little bit farther and catch the road entrance. I prefer to be in the woods myself. Ooh, that was a rose bush. Yeah, looks like they got some fancy stuff going on today. People rent the pavilions and have themselves little parties. Got an antique firefighting equipment here. An old hand pump truck. Ah, the smell of cookouts. So wonderful when you're starving. This is the main boat launch area. Right now the main boat launch is mostly not in water because they run the lake so low. I'm going to cut in here. Hello. I'm going to take the lower trail instead of the upper trail this time. Boat rentals this year were completely eliminated due to all the low lake construction stuff. I normally don't like to use this trail too much. It's usually very overgrown. Usually a lot of pedestrians on it. Especially if you're here on a Saturday, which today is Sunday, so a little bit fewer people. And there's a horrible spot of erosion here that you really got to watch out for. Chain's starting to get noisy. I think I brushed enough of the wax off of it, that's for sure. Hey. Yeah, let's just take a quick detour over here and show y'all something. That mountain on the other side of the highway is where we just were, all along that stretch. In fact, if you get to the top over there on a fall day, you can actually see across the highway to the giant York Company Water Park sign there. Can't see it too well from the other side this time of year though. Trees are all grown in. There is a scenic overlook over there that I didn't take you to, mostly because I didn't feel like climbing up that hill. Maybe some other time when I'm in better shape. I'm gonna take a quick pause up here, catch my breath, and get ready for a nice, long, easy section of trail. Guess I should probably open my shocks back up. I had my rear shock locked out for the road work. Certainly don't need the shocks, but you also don't need the bob when you're up on the road there. Ooh, muddy, muddy. Manual, ooh, manual fail. Haha, takes more than a little mud to stop me. If you're gonna manual through the mud, you gotta do it square. You can't be pulling left or right. Seriously, I'm riding ugly today. Too far to the left. Guess I know what I'm working on in my time off. Wheelies. That was better. Mud moved me, but I was still squared up. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. Now, if you were following along, last time Joy and I were out riding here, this is where we picked up this trail heading out after coming off the top side. Whew. Well, whoa, God, is that deep. Need to throw something in there, I think. Bike club needs to do something to fix that or cut a better route around for it. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh, what a hill. And that's the dam we left out on over there. So we've almost completely looped most of the lake. Most of what we skipped was inlet from the creek. Still, didn't go all the way around. It has been over a decade since I've looped the entire park. That might be a next year goal, or maybe after I get a new bike. Poor bike's getting tired. Front strut's really starting to feel weird and sound weird. And I think I'm going to just take the shortcut here and be done with it. And this is where I get off. All right, it's just a walk down the hill, a right turn, down the road back to the parking lot. So everybody, hope you enjoyed watching me suffer. God knows I did plenty of it. Stay safe out there. Keep the rubber side down.